everyone, today I thought I would do kind of a fun video for you all. And this will be embarrassing moments from college. I'm just gonna say two that happened to me right in my freshman year, first week. So yes, I hope you all enjoy my embarrassment, but it's funny how after a while, you don't seem to care too much about them. That's the good thing about embarrassing moments. You later on do way worse and you're like, wow, why was I ever embarrassed about that? But yes, I finally told my mom these and she was like, I didn't even know these happened to you. I was like,
because I was mortified. That's why.
So yes, let's get into this video. And to keep me on track, I have all my notes on my phone so that I'm not rambling too much. Ooh, ow. Okay, so the first awkward moment that I want to tell you guys about happened my first day of classes freshman year. So my friend Sharon and I decided that we were going to meet up the day before classes started and walk around to all classes to make sure that we knew where they were. My campus is huge. There's thousands of buildings on it. So, you know, it was good to just get ourselves acquainted. Well, it was a hot day and we got lazy and didn't want to do that. So we're like, oh, don't worry. We'll find all of these buildings. We looked on the map. We were good. Well, you see, it's a lot harder to find things when you are panicking and in a rush than you think. So Sharon's first class was the math class that we were going to. We both were taking two maths, so that's important for the second story that I'm about to tell you guys. So we were in two maths, so we would go to the one math and then the next math after together. Well, I had a class before and I had Psych 100 beforehand, and that was in what we call the Forum building, which some of you are like, who cares what it was called, but I'm just saying. And the Forum building was over here, like all the way on like the north side of campus, and my math class, I knew the general area was the south side of campus. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna have to walk pretty fast, but I should know the general area. It won't be that hard to find. It is. So I leave the Forum, and you know, it's your first, I mean, it's the first day of everything. First day of classes, first day of freshman year. I don't know where anything is. I didn't want to be looking like a newbie, like I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't want to look like a freshman. I guess that was the overall gist of this whole thing. And I was running to my math class from my psych class, and I was trying to get there really fast, and like, it's very crowded in between classes, as y'all all know. So I get down to what's called Old Main, and it's this huge like grass area in the middle of our campus. It separates, you know, the east side from the west side of campus, and I cannot find this class. Like, I ran down, I was so close to seeing the building, but you know, you run and then you turn around in a panic, you're like, it's not here, and I ran back. So I was running down where I thought it was, and the building I thought it was not it. The building I was looking for was called Henderson, and I could not find it anywhere. So I start panicking and I'm like running back and forth trying to see, oh, maybe it's down the other side of the lawn. So I run over there and I'm freaking out because now everyone's like, it's starting to like fizzle out. There's only a few people on the lawn. So I like run up to this one girl and I said, hi, I'm so sorry. Do you know where Henderson is? And like I said, I have a huge campus. Some people, you will not go in every building on my campus. So finding someone who knew where that building was difficult. And she didn't. She said, I'm so sorry, I have no idea. But like, she looked it up on her phone for me and she was like, I think it's over there where it just was. And I was like panicking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was just there and I didn't see it. But I'm like, you know what's fine. I'm gonna dart right across this lawn. I'm not even gonna take it. Like, there's like a little pathway. I mean, you can run across the lawn, but there's like pathways you can take and you walk nice. I'm like darting. Well, you see, first day of classes, I dressed up because, I don't know, I want to make a good impression. I mean, I did it in high school. We always dressed up the first day. You know, I wore this very cute dress, and it was my favorite dress at the time, not really my favorite anymore. And I am running with a really heavy backpack on because it was before I realized you don't need to take every book with you and your computer and this and that if you don't need it. So I have this heavy backpack on, probably like this far, like coming off my back, like it was just so full, and running. And yes, I was none aware of the fact that as I was running, my dress, every time the backpack moved, the backpack was pulling the bottom of my dress up, like under it, so it was getting like crunched up behind it. I ran across one of the most populated places on my campus on a nice day, which it was. Even though everyone was fizzling out, Old Main stayed very crowded. And I'm darting across that lawn with my underwear, showing to the world. My freshman year, first day. I didn't have the confidence to tell myself, it's okay, no one cares, because I cared a lot. And I was sweating by this point. I'd done my hair, now it's all frizz ball, and my underwear showing. It wasn't even cute underwear, which is like probably the worst part of the whole thing. It just wasn't even cute, so it was, ugh, pointless. Darted right across, and yep, didn't notice until I was running up the stairs of Henderson, because I finally found it, that I felt a breeze and realized my underwear's out. Yep, so that's it. I gave they're called flashing people. I don't know what you call that, but yeah, did that freshman year, first day. So some of you might be like, that's not that embarrassing. But think about yourself when you were 18 years old and it was the first day of college and the last thing you wanted to look like was a freshman. You already, oh, even worse. Now I'm sweaty. My hair is a frizz ball and I have to go into class late. And my math class was taken by a lot of older kids because it would just be the last math they needed. It was the first math class I needed. Because if you weren't in like a bio pre-med major, you would probably just take this later on because you wouldn't want to take it right away, you know? I had to take other math, so I took it earlier. Yep, and I was sweaty and my legs were sticking to the table. I had to sit in the first like row and you know, when you like sit down, you leave sweat stains behind you. I like sat up and I was like, sit back down, like wipe off the sweat, which sounds disgusting, but it happens. So yeah, that's the first story. Now the second story has something to do with one of the parts that I said in the beginning where I said I was taking 2 math classes. Now Sharon and I had signed up for the 2 math classes together. And yeah, I was dumb and was just like, I'm gonna follow you to class because how many, you know, math classes, this particular math was happening in a day at the same exact time? Well, a lot. A lot is the answer. So Sharon and I had been going to class together, like been going from, like it was our trig class to our algebra class together for like a good 2 weeks. Solid 2 weeks. We were doing our homework, we were doing this and that. And you know, something about college that doesn't always happen in high school, they don't always take attendance. So yeah, that's not always important. And then it's like when you're handing papers, they don't really care. They just grade them and hand them back. We hadn't gotten anything handed back. So maybe if he graded it, he would have realized I wasn't in that class. I had been showing up and going to the class and I forget what it was one day. My friend goes, oh, my friend said to me, she said, hey, what room is your math class? And she was transferring. It was right before 2 weeks is up because our silly week used to be like it was like a 2 week period, not only a 1 week period, but there used to be like a 2 week period where you could change out your classes. My one friend was like, hey, I really need to take algebra. Where is your class? Like what room? I want to join yours. And I was like, okay, perfect. Because Sharon and I are in it. We're having fun. And like my other friend was going to join in. It was going to be great. So I go on to give her the number and I realized I had been going to a class in Osmond. So I'm looking for, I was like, oh, it's in Osmond. Let me see the number. And I noticed the word Wartic on it. Believe it, I don't know, I'm just saying I think it's Wartic. I don't really know which one it was in case anyone's coming at me. Oh, Willard, sorry, I was in Willard or whatever. And yeah, so I was like, really trying to look really hard to see if I could somehow change that with, like, am I seeing things? What's happening to my vision? Is that Willard? And I thought it was Osmond. Like, what the heck is happening? And then I see my teacher's name. And it wasn't the teacher I had been, you know, watching and, like, teach me math. So I had to email that teacher and tell him, I'm so sorry I haven't come to your class in 2 weeks because I've been attending a different lecture. And yeah, so I ended up having to go to a different math class and all of that. And it was so embarrassing. Literally everyone says like, it's worst nightmare, like showing up to the wrong class or whatever. I did it for 2 weeks. And I had to go in and explain to him, like, thankfully, like, everyone was really chill about it. Like, they didn't really care, to be honest. They're all TAs, so they're like, okay, like, whatever, show up when you want. But, yep. That moment of embarrassment when you have to now leave that room and walk all the way to Willard and walk into class and say, hey, teacher, I chose to just follow my friend to her class and I assumed there was no other math class happening, and yep, here I am. Surprise. So always check your schedules. Walk your classes first day. And maybe don't feel the need to dress up. Or if you're in a dress, just don't run and cause a scene or an embarrassing moment for yourself to later look back on. But yeah, those are just some. I will think of more, and if you guys like these videos, let me know and I will make some more. But yeah, those are just 2 of my embarrassing moments from college that happened freshman year. Maybe I'll do like freshman year, sophomore year, junior. I'm sure I have embarrassing moments from every single year, if I could think of that. But yeah, so I just hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.